Good evening and welcome everybody to the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I'm your host, Jacob Keith, ready to rip, rock, and roll here. We got dirt street stocks, and then we got a new class that we're going to be debuting every Wednesday, and, well, tonight will be their debut. The 87s, we're going to call these things pure stocks, as they kind of look like pure stocks from my local home track. So, that is what we are going to call it. But you already know it is that time. I'm going to have to ask you to please stand up, remove your hats as we do tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So these dirt street stock drivers are ripping, rocking, rolling here. And we got just a few moments before, about 10 more minutes left of their practice before they head on into the heats. 40 cars can make the show into, 40 cars can make it in to try to make the show. 20 cars will actually make the show. We're here live at Charlotte for the Dirt Dog International Racing Network Christmas special here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to head on into the heats, we're going to check out tonight's LMS weather report for tonight's Christmas special of the evening. Looks like it's going to be 90 degrees out with 18% humidity. Overcasted just a little bit here in Charlotte, North Carolina, with, I believe, 8 miles an hour winds. We're here on Concord Parkway here in South Concord, North Carolina. We got the dirt street stocks ready to rip, rock, and roll. Jordan LaFont out there telling me you got a crew with him out there. We do see that. Brandon LaFont out there with a Preston Overly also ready to rip, rock, and roll, part of that crew. We are here at the little under a half mile clay oval. That is the Charlotte dirt track here in North Carolina. But we get ready to pull up heat number one's grid as we get ready to fire off the dirt street stocks here tonight. Starting on the pole, we got the 22 machine, the Double Deuce Hunter, the Big Dog McCoy. Starting to his outside, we got Mr. Rob Piper here in the 92. There's Hunter McCoy. In the third spot, we got the 007 of Michael Doan. To the outside of him, we got the 17 of Preston Overly. In the fifth spot, we got the number, so I'm going to call him the 42 of Joshua Pack. And tailing the end of the field here, Mr. Brandon the Fawn in that number 19 machine. So we're going to have 7 cars for 8 laps ready to rip, rock, and roll here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track. Who's going to be able to take this one home? The Big Dog, Hunter McCoy out front with Rob Piper to the outside in that 92 machine. Shout it out in the chat who you're ready to rep or watch take the dirt street stocks heat number one. Who do you think's going to take it? Holy cow, I just found out I was muted there. Very unfortunate there for the number 17, Preston Overly, and Rob Piper, and the number 92 there's. We saw some contact coming from the bottom side. I believe the initial cause was going to be the number 2. Let's go back and check this out, though, as we have the start here. We got the number 2 on the low side sliding up into the 17. The 17 making contact with the 92. Both going around. We're going to go back and watch that again here from the 2 spot here on the inside. Working that inside, trying to hang on to it. Comes up just a little bit into the 17. Trying to hold that little line. I believe we're going to send the number 2 machine to the back. So as these guys get ready to go around, Michael Doan out front here with Hunter McCoy, the Big Dog, getting ready to go green here. Doan to the inside. The big dog to the outside. Green flag here is out at Charlotte for heat number 1. Down into 1 and 2. Hunter McCoy losing it a little bit. Brandon LaFont in the 19 around the outside. It looks like Jonathan Byram down low there, trying to take the inside lead there for the number 54. Going to the inside of the double O, then we got the number 17 of Preston Overly making his way back up into the 3rd spot, trying to cross over Brandon LaFont there as he was rubbing tail on nose there. Heading into the high side, the 19 to the inside of this 17. Close quarters battles, we have a battle for the lead as well. 54 of Jonathan Byram to the inside of Michael Doan as we head into 1 and 2. Byram now going to go to the outside. Doan down low. The 007 trying to hold him off for 2 more laps, coming around for the white flag waving. The white flag waves. Michael Doan going to try to use that low side now. Preston Overly in the 17 trying to poke to the inside of the 54 of Jonathan Byram. Byram to the outside, getting that run around the 007, trying to make that thing work. Applying the pressure from the outside as he sees the run coming around 3 and 4 for the checker flag waving. Jonathan Byram, Michael Doan, and Preston Overly taking heat number 1, stop 3. Here we go. We're going to pull up the grid now for heat number 2. So we got starting on the pole here, Garrett Alexander. Ooh, he's not gridded up yet, but we got Mike Stockton starting to the outside of him and that 99 machine. Hopefully we won't see as much aggressiveness as we did last time from Mr. Mike Stockton. Shane Calhoun here, that Haterbilt. Austin Rayner starting in the 4th spot here with that number 17. Casey Askew Jr. with that Hulk Avengers machine, the number 20. Starting 5th. To his outside, it looks like it'll be in the 4th spot, the 44, Mr. Jordan LaFont. And tailing the end of the field in the 1R, we got Lene Ludwig. So we're going to have 6 cars for 8 laps. Hopefully these guys will be able to hang on to it a little bit better than heat number 1 and be able to keep her clean and green. If not, no biggie, no biggie. We got a little bit of racing coming up here in a half hour. We got a new class. We're going to debut the new class coming up next. But now, Mike Stockton to the outside of Shane Calhoun as we get ready to go green flag. Racing here at Charlotte. Sorry, I got distracted there. I thought my kids were doing something out there. Pace truck pulling off on the backstretch as they get ready to head into 3 and 4. Who's going to be able to get a good jump to the outside? Or who's going to be able to get the jump down low? Mike Stockton, Shane Calhoun. The green flag here is out at Charlotte. Down into 1 and 2, Stockton having the lead here on Calhoun. Rayner to the outside here in this 17 machine, going to poke to the inside here of Mike Stockton going into 3 and 4 here. Jordan LaFont pulling up the 3rd spot in that 44 machine, able to make his way around the machine. Calhoun falling back in that white and red Haterbilt. Oh, we see some contact with the 17 with Mike Stockton and Austin Rayner. Able to keep it under control, though. Mike Stockton having a hard time turning that street talk. Very unfortunate as the 17 was getting a little aggressive, but no yellow flag, though. We're going to keep her clean and green so far. LaFont out front with the 17 of Austin Rayner trying to pitch to the inside. Not seeing as he pushes way out to the outside, almost getting into that left side quarter panel in the rear of that 44 machine. Jordan LaFont trying to hold off Austin Rayner. Rayner going to the outside, dragging that car down 3 and 4's corner wall there. The 17 losing a lot of spots. Jordan LaFine going to hang on to the front spot. And here comes the number 20 of Casey Askew Jr. in the third spot. Trying to pitch it down to the inside here of Austin Rayner, heat number 2. Ripping, rocking, rolling here underway at Charlotte. We got 3 laps left here remaining at heat number 2. The Skew Jr. trying to track down Rayner in that 17 machine. Austin Rayner holding on to that second spot. Jordan LaFine out front here. 2 laps left here as they make their way onto the back stretch. Coming around 3 and 4 now. The 44 machine using the outside edge. The 17 doing the same thing behind him. White flag is waving. Back onto the back stretch here. The 17 just not having enough for the 44 as Jordan LaFine hits 3 and 4 on the low side. The 17 trying to do the same but pushes out high. Checker flag waving. Jordan LaFine taking heat number 2. Austin Rayner in second. Casey Askew Jr. pulling the third. Awesome racing out of these street stocks. An unusual class is going to be the next class. We're going to take them 87s, the Chevys, and the Ford Thunderbirds. And we're going to be racing them here at Charlotte as well. Starting here on the pole for heat number 3, though, we got Will Bridge. If he's going to start, it doesn't look like he's going to. So, Dustin Lamb here in the number 10 machine with that TJ Travels Esports. Douglas Stewart going to start here on the pole here in that number 3 machine. To his outside will be Dustin, and then starting in the 4th spot will be Jeff Lamb. Pulling up into the 3rd position, Bill Phillips in that 21 machine. Starting in 5th, the 149 of Steve Sundby. Sundby? Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Brandon Blackman in the 28 machine going to pull. Actually, no, everybody's going to pull up where they are. So starting 7th, tailing the end of the field here, Brandon Blackman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so 7 cars, 8 laps for Dirt Street Stock action here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you hit the follow and subscribe button, like and share, comment, shout it out in the chat who you're rooting on here tonight. Here for the Dirt Street Stocks. Coming up next, we're going to call these cars the Pure Stocks, them 87s, them old NASCAR cars, the old Winston Cup cars. But we're going to bring them out here to the dirt and call them the Pure Stocks. So, after the Dirt Street Stocks, that's what we will be doing here. Will Bridge getting a little bump there from Douglas Stewart, it looked like. As the pace truck pulls off, they are out of the back stretch, heading into 3 and 4. These Dirt Street Stock drivers want you to know they are ready to go. Green flag here is out as the 53 jumped the gun like crazy. We'll see if Dustin ends up throwing the caution there as he was on the outside. It doesn't look like he's gonna. So we're gonna keep her green. Will Bridge getting the jump on that start. Douglas Stewart pulling up the 2nd spot. Brandon Blackman in 3rd. Initial starts are supposed to be on the green flag. So for anybody that wants to know why I pulled that up, I was just debating on whether or not I should have threw the yellow and sent him back. We're going to keep it green. Will Bridge out front. Douglas Stewart going to battle with Brandon Blackman to the backside here. Dustin Lamb falling back into the 4th spot. Brandon Blackman trying to hold on to that 2nd spot now as he was able to get around Douglas Stewart. A little bit of scraping on the walls we hear there. Ripping, rock and rolling. Coming around 3 and 4. We got Will Bridge out front here in that 53 machine still. Ripping around that outside edge as we see him tail slap 1 and 2's outside corner wall. Coming up into 3 and 4. He does the same thing with that 53 machine. Trying to hold these guys off for heat number 4. Will Bridge holding these guys off. 2 laps left remaining as he comes around into 1 and 2. Brandon Blackman still not Douglas Stewart for the 2nd spot. Bridge getting the white flag as he enters 1 and 2. Trying to hold him off. Jeff Lamb now on the low side in that 67 machine, trying not to go a lap down. Onto the back stretch, the 53 going to the outside. The 67 down low, trying to hold him off. Jeff Lamb trying to do the best he can, but not able to do so. Checker flag waving. Will Bridge taking heat number 4. Brandon Blackman 2nd, and Douglas Stewart in 3rd. Will Bridge is flopping around like crazy. So I believe this is going to be a B main. I'm not too sure. Maybe a C main. We will see. Yeah, this one's the B main. So, starting here on the pole, we got the number 42, Josh Pack. Mike Stockton at 99, pulling up 2nd. Bill Phillips in the 21, 3rd. Rod Piper in the 92, starting 4th. Shane Calhoun starting in the 5th spot. 6th, we got Steve Sunby tailing 7th here. Hunter McCoy, the big dog in the 22 machine. Garrett Alexander not gridding up the 67 machine of Jeff Lamb. And there's Joshua Pack as he ended up gridding up. So, these guys ready to rip, rock, and roll here for the B main. I believe everybody should be able to make it because a couple of cars did not make it throughout the heats. So, we will see whether or not who makes it and who goes home. 20 cars make the feature. So, good luck to all the drivers as we get ready to rock and roll. Tonight's race is brought to you by Chummy Motorsports, So Insane Embroidery, and of course, Lamb's Custom Decals. Ready to rip, rock, and roll. Joshua Pack to the inside of Mike Stockton. And the green flag here is out. Stockton getting the jump, but he checks up like crazy there for the number 2. Not sure, maybe he got a black flag or something. Needed it cleared. He checked up a lot for Mr. Josh Pack there. Stockton now going to go to the outside, trying to work that outside around the 42 machine. Joshua Pack out front. Pac-Man doing his thing, gobbling it up. 10 cars, or 10 laps for 7 cars of Dirt Street Stock B-Main action, and the caution strikes the speedway. This one going to be on C. Calhoun here. I'm not sure what happened here with Shane. He's trying to hang on to the low side there of the 92. He gets into the outside car of the 92 there of Rod Piper. Comes down into Jeff Lamb. And it brings the yellow flag out. Very unfortunate there for the Hater-built machine. We have a whole store, or whole show in store for you guys tonight. Kicking it off with the Dirt Street stocks, and then we'll have the Pure stocks, which are the 87 Chevys and the Ford Thunderbirds. And then we will have the 358 modifieds. Following the 358 modifieds will be the Pro late models, and then tailing the end of the field, we have the regular Challenger cars, the Volkswagen Jettas, the Hondas, and the Hyundais. Should be a full, good show, good night of racing here. So hopefully you guys are in store and ready to rip, rock, and roll some more classes of racing and get along with the ride. Certain classes might get a payout. I haven't decided yet. I might end up paying out every class depending on if some of the sponsors are on board. So as long as we have a screenshot at the end that somebody could personally send straight to my Discord, that would be awesome. But as we double file these guys up, Pac-Man to the inside of Mike Stockton once again, pace truck in, and the green flag here is out again. It's Josh Pack getting a good jump on these guys that time as he was able to set the pace to the green flag. Stockton not able to match the pace, so we got some contact back there. Cars are spinning. Bill Phillips involved. Steve Sunby, yellow flag going around here for the B main once again. This one involving Bill Phillips in the 21 machine. He was to the inside. He's got the 149 trying to poke to the inside as well. Some contact there as he tries to go and hang on to that mid side. The 21 goes around into the infield. Very unfortunate there for Bill Phillips. Well, we're going to re-rack them, stack them, get ready to do this thing one more time. Caution, or laps do not count here tonight for the racing. So as we get ready to do this thing, it looks like we're going to be 2 laps left when we go green. As we get ready to go green flag racing onto the back stretch, the pace truck heads into the infield. These guys ready to go. Josh Pack, the Packster, the Pac-Man, to the inside of Stockton as the green flag goes flying here at Charlotte one more time. We got some double file action going almost 3 wide as Hunter McCoy gonna push it, trying to take the lead from Mike Stockton. The white flag here is out. Hunter McCoy trying to take that double deuce to victory lane as the 99 Pikes to the backside there, trying to go to the inside. Mike Stockton throwing it to the inside here in 3 and 4. As the checkered flag waves coming around 3 and 4. Mike Stockton, Hunter McCoy, the run coming out. Mike Stockton takes the victory here in the B main for the Dirt Street stocks. Hunter McCoy gonna pull up second. Joshua Pack in third. Rounding out fourth will be Rod Piper, and top 5 will be the 67 of Jeff Lamb. Awesome racing here in the Dirt Street stocks. Ready to rip, rock, and roll, though, for the feature event. We got 30 laps of Dirt Street stock action. Starting here on the pole, we got the number 54 of Jonathan Byram. And to this outside, we got the 44 of Jordan the Fawn. Third, we got Will Bridge in that 53 machine. To his outside, we got the 007 of Michael Doan. Starting 5th, we got Austin Rayner in that 17 machine. The 28 of Brandon Blackman starting 6th. Preston Overly in the 17 starting 7th. 8th, going to be the 20 machine of Casey Askew. Douglas Stewart going to start in this 9th spot, with 10th going to be Brandon LaFon. 11th, we got Lene Ludwig. And 12th, going to be Dustin Lamb in that number 10 machine. Starting in the 12th spot, we got, 13th spot, going to be Mike Stockton. 13th, going to be Hunter, the big dog McCoy. 15th, we got Joshua Pack. 16th, we got Rod Piper. 17th is Jeff Lamb, the 67 machine. 18th, we got Shane Calhoun. 19th is Ben Phillips and Gary Alexander. Tail on the end of the field, but it doesn't look like Garrett has gritted up, so we are getting ready to go. Green flag here. That's Charlotte, Jonathan Byram. Jordan LaFon ready to go green here at Charlotte. 30 laps for 19 cars. We're going to do this dirt street stock action here at Charlotte. No, it's not too late to get into any of the racing. If you want to get into any of the racing, you just got to pretty much wait until the lobby pops up in the hosted lobby here. Green flag is out, though, for Jonathan Byram and Jordan LaFon. We got some contact with the 17 and the 53 up front of Will Bridge. Bridge going to the outside of Michael Doan, trying to get a run to the outside on the tail of the 54. Jonathan Byram, but Byram with that outside run, green or yellow flag striking the speedway here for the number 10 machine of Dustin Lamb. Not sure what happened here, so we'll check it out. The 10 car going to the outside. They were bunched up in front of him. He got hammered to the rear. Let's check that out again. Dustin Lamb checks up for the number 20 of Casey Askew, and then Hunter McCoy giving him a shot to the rear, sending him around. As these guys all try to avoid him, the yellow flag comes flying out for the number 10 machine. We will re-rack them, stack them, and get these boys in their spots. One more time, Jonathan Byram in the front with Jordan LaFon in the second spot. Caution laps are counting for everything tonight. We're going to let the caution laps count, just so we can kind of stay on a time frame. We're going to be running pretty late tonight here, as the challengers will probably up at like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so we will be running pretty late. Ready to rip, rock, and roll, though. Jordan LaFon, Jonathan Byram. Byram down low, the 44 to the outside, LaFon. Coming around 3 and 4 here is the green flag. Is waving coming out of 4. These guys are ripping, rocking, and rolling back there. Preston Overly, to the tail side of the 007. He's got some action going on in front of him. Some contact with the 44 and the 53. The 54 machine going around. Yellow flag striking the speedway here again. Holy cow, what is going on? These guys are ripping, rocking, rolling. These dirt street stocks wanting to go, go, go. Jonathan Byram in the lead. We will see what happened here as the yellow flag's going to say he was the cause. Comes off of the high line down onto the 44. Let's rewind that, try to get a better view here. See exactly what happened. The 44 has the 53 to the inside. They were kind of trying to pinch Jordan LaFon off. The 54 goes around as he was coming down just a little bit, trying to hold his position. And the 53 able to go around. Jordan LaFon getting caught up, though, with the 007 of Michael Doan there as well. Everybody going to the inside. Very unfortunate, though, for those who involved. We're going to have to re-rack these guys, stack them up, get ready to go. The 53 being the initial cause of the caution, so we're going to send him to the back of the line. We're going to go single file because of how many cautions we have had already. So we're going to try to get you guys under control. Single file with all these cautions. Send the initial reason of the caution to the end of the line, and we will get ready to go green flag racing. Austin Rayner, that number 17, ready to take these guys to the green flag. Preston Oberly in the second spot. They're still yellow. I believe race control gonna still throw the yellow here. So we'll see what is going on. They were supposed to be green flag racing, but they're not. We're almost a third of the way through this race. We got both the 17s bunched up. Green flag here is out. Coming out of 3 and 4. Austin Rayner, Preston Overley, Douglas Stewart, and that number 3 machine. Mike Stockton at 99 making the initial contact there. Around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. Yellow flag gonna strike the speedway here again. Yeah, this one going to be on Mike Stockton. The initial contact from the low side, the 99 machine. Getting a little aggressive there as he touches the 28 up into the number 3. Spinning himself around up into the high side wall. Bringing the yellow flag out. Here in just a few more minutes, the 87 lobby is going to be up as well, so I'm glad that we made the yellow flag laps count, because these guys are getting a little antsy here. Both of the 17s. Green flag here is out. Oberly, Rayner. Brandon LaFont in the 19, making his way up into the 3rd spot here. Douglas Stewart going to try to find his way around in that number 3 machine to that number 19, around number 1 and 2. Down into 3 and 4, the battle of the 17s. Oberly going to try to throw the slider as he comes way out wide in front of the other 17. Doesn't want to block him off too much, so gives him the run. As Austin Rayner going to throw the battle for the lead here. Contact there with Preston Oberly and Austin Rayner as the yellow flag strikes the speedway here again. This one going to be on Rob Piper. Piper crashed in that number 92 machine, holding that low side to the inside of the 67 of Jeff Lamb. Trying to get to the inside of that number 1 machine, I believe. Hitting the tire going around, though. Bringing the yellow flag out here. Yes, this is starting to get ridiculous. You guys need to start cooling down before we start handing out blacks. We're going to start just black flagging and disqualifying you guys for the cautions. So start calming down. Be patient with one another. You guys have plenty of time, plenty of room. We're a little over halfway, but you guys got time to battle for it. These guys doing a good job, though, of having the caution laps come out. I will tell you that. Yes, we have. We have ran 4 green laps. You aren't kidding. That's why we are figuring this out right now. And if we have another caution here, whoever causes it, we're going to end up throwing a DQ on you. Green flag here is out. I don't know why we went back to double file. We're green flag here. 17's throwing the slider on 17. Holy cow. We got all kinds of stuff going on with these guys. Brandon Blackman out front here. Douglas Stewart in the second spot. Brandon LaFon in third. Hunter McCoy in fourth. Joshua Pack and Jordan LaFon making his way up. Here comes Hunter McCoy to the tail side of the 28. Gonna pitch it down to the inside and try to stick it to the inside of the 28 machine of Brandon Blackman. Three-way battle as they go 3 wide for the lead. 9 laps here remaining of this dirt street stock race. These guys are using the outside edge here up in the front. We're going to come back here to the 5th spot of Jordan LaFon as he rounds out the top 5 right behind Brandon LaFon. Brandon Blackman in third, Hunter McCoy second. These guys are trying to hold these guys off. Not too sure. Caution striking the speedway. This one going to be for the 53 of Will Bridge. 53. Getting into the 1R there. This one's going to be the second one for the night, so we're going to give him the DQ. Very unfortunate for Will Bridge, but he will have to have better luck next time. I don't know who is the league favorite because there ain't no favorites here. I didn't see anything that I guess I should have relooked. I saw that he was doing that dumb stuff and then Preston retaliated. Douglas Stewart out front, Hunter McCoy in second, Brandon Blackman in third. Brandon LaFon in fourth. 5th going to be Jordan LaFon. That's going to be top 5. Joshua Pack shoving that 19 machine to the start there as we start on the green. Bill Phillips, excuse me, Hunter McCoy and Douglas Stewart. Battle up front here for the lead. I probably wasn't even looking at the time. Otherwise, I'd have fucking blacked him. Hunter McCoy out front of Douglas Stewart. Brandon Blackman, because that is a big no-no as well. You don't hit before the green. Yellow flag out here again. Holy cow, that is a lot of yellow flags for the dirt street stocks. And we got the 87s, the pure stocks coming up next. This one's going to be on the number 2 machine, I believe, of Josh Pack. It said Pack. Where's Pack here? What happened? back and rewind that. Two-car. Joshua Pack getting into the right side quarter panel of Jordan LaFon there. Big no-no. He's to the back there. You're going to throw the black on him. And Hunter McCoy out front of Douglas. To the outside. We're going to go green flag here one more time. This will be the green-white checkered. We're green flag racing. The 22 to the outside now as he's going to lose his spot.
The 28, Brandon Blackman. Douglas Stewart battle up front here. Blackman out front, Brandon LaFon working his way in the inside, holding on to third spot here.
Taking the third spot. Holy cow, white flag is out. Here comes Hunter McCoy on the outside behind Brandon Blackman out front onto the back stretch. Going down low. Hunter McCoy giving the shot from the low side. There's the 28, hangs onto it. Brandon Blackman takes the checker flag here on the dirt street stocks. I said any more initial cautions, we were through on black flags, so sorry about your luck. We will have to continue on before the next one. Coming up, we got Brandon Blackman. We're going to try to pull him up here. Hopefully he's got the Dirt Dog International Discord, and we will pull him up for a quick little interview. The 87s lobby should be already up, so get ready for the 87s. We'll be right back with a quick interview if we can. All right, I guess we won't be able to pull him up right away. Brandon Blackman here in the number 28 machine, taking the Dirt Street Stocks win. We're going to pull up the 87s now. We got a new class we're going to introduce. Hey, Brandon, if you check out our page here on Facebook, I'm pretty sure there's somewhere you can get the link, man. Thanks for coming and running the Dirt Street Stocks with us. And congratulations on your win, Brandon Blackman. But now, we got the Pure Stocks, the 87 Chevy. I can't remember what the name of the car was. The Chevy Camaro, I believe it is. And the Ford Thunderbird. These cars are going to be awesome out here. They look fun. They are fun. And they are going to rip. So with that being said, we're ready to go. All right, these guys are winding practice out, and we are getting ready for the pure stocks here. They're pretty much just a street stock. Merry Christmas to everybody and all the fans, all the racers out there coming to race with us. We really appreciate every one of you coming out and running and staying and hanging with us. We appreciate it. I'm a one-man show up here, and I'm not sure if I had any adminning that other street stock race, so I do apologize there. I thought we were on the same page, me and my team, but I believe it's just me up here adminning the show with a little bit of inside help within the car. So, bear with me here as I cannot catch absolutely everything, and I might not make the best of calls, but oh well, that's exactly what it is, and that's how it goes. But we're ready here for the pure stocks. They're pretty much just another street stock, but it's a little different. The 87s, the Thunderbird, and the Chevy. Ripping, rocking, rolling, ripping it up here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The ticker ticks. We are ready to go. 9 cars showing up to do the show. We will see who is going to take her home. So here we go, starting the heat for the pure stocks. On the pole here, the number 22 machine of the big dog, Hunter McCoy. To his outside, we got Colton Nelson, and I have no clue why he gave me that view. That sucks. And the 93 there, Casey Askew Jr. Gridding up into the third spot with that Wrangler number 6 machine. Chris Merchant starting 4th. If he ends up gridding up, he probably should, just to get some practice here. Fall back to the back and get practice just to be able to run these things. Back behind here, the number 6 of Casey Askew Jr. We got the number 7 of Jeff Lamb in the Wrangler machine as well. There we go, the number 9. Let's see if it'll give me the right view. There he is, the number 9 of the Superflow, Chris Merchant. We got the 7 of Jeff Lamb and the 6 of Casey Askew Jr. So I believe we're only going to have 5 cars for 8 laps of the heat race here. Let's get ready to rip, rock, and roll. Hunter McCoy being antsy as always. Ready to rip, rock, and roll. So this is going to be a new class we're going to introduce to the Wednesday night series. The pure stocks are going to be along for the show. Also, we're going to have super challengers and regular challengers. Coming up after these pure stocks, we're going to have the 358 modifieds. So don't go far, because we will have some rip and rock and roll in there with the 358s. 8 laps for 5 cars. The pace truck into the infield. And these guys look like they're going to tighten up formation. Heading into 3 and 4. The 93 getting a little antsy on the jump there. Hunter McCoy in the 22. Green flag here is out. And here is Nelson in the outside, and that number 93 machine able to take over the 22 of Hunter McCoy. Not sure what's going on here, but we will figure this out. So we got Hunter McCoy out front with the 93 of Colton Nelson. A little bit of wall contact there from the 93. 22 of Hunter McCoy falling back into the second spot. Jeff Lamb in third, and that number 7 machine. We got the 9 of Chris Marchant, who wasn't able to get any practice, but come out and ran with us anyway. Props to him here for sure. Doing a good job. Somebody lost a tire there. Not too sure who it was. Looks like Hunter McCoy losing a tire as he is up into the wall. Jeff Lamb taking over the second spot here in these pure stocks. Hunter McCoy in the 22 machine holding on to the third spot there, but Marchant tracking him down not far, coming into the corner here and heading onto the backstretch, tracking him down. Hunter McCoy tries to come off the corner as the corner helps him turn just a little bit. Trying to hold it down for 3 more laps here to go. No, Marchant hitting the tire on the inside, trying to go around Hunter McCoy. Colton Nelson holding these guys off as he's able to put the field down a lap. Got a white flag waving. Everybody but Jeff Lamb he put down a lap. He put Hunter McCoy here. I believe another lap down. Onto the backstretch into 3 and 4, the 93. That orange and black snap-on machine. Coming around 3 and 4 for the checker flag waving of the heat for the pure stocks here in Charlotte. I would say that's pretty good racing. If we had a bunch more people in here ready to rip, rock, and roll for these things, we'd be ready to rip, rock, and roll and go. Starting on the pole, going to be Colton Nelson. In the second spot, we got Jeff Lamb. Sitting third, we got Hunter McCoy. Fourth, going to be Chris Marchant. Fifth, Casey Askew Jr. Sixth, going to be Dustin Lamb. Seventh, going to be Austin Hines. Eighth, going to be David Dauber if he grids up, and Michael Doan will tell the end of the field. Six cars making it into the features, so we will see who's going to take this one home for the pure stocks. Colton Nelson on the pole with Jeff Lamb, Hunter McCoy, Chris Marchant, Dustin Lamb, Casey Askew Jr. Who's going to take this one home? I believe this one's going to be for 30 laps. Reset. Fix it. Colton Nelson in the 93, down low the 7. Jeff Lamb, the 22 of Hunter, the big dog McCoy, to the low side of the 9 machine of Chris Marchant. Heading into 3 and 4, nice tight formation on the high and low side here. Green flag here is out. These pure stocks ripping, rock and rolling here. 30 laps of Charlotte. Who's going to be able to do the whole 30 laps? Who's going to fall off? We got a close battle here. The 22 going to the inside of the 93. Onto the front stretch here as we got a crash already. Dustin Lamb, the number 10 machine, that Tide car, gets a little squirrely, must be, as the yellow flag's going to strike here for him. Going to the inside, trying to hold it to the inside of the 9. Clipping the inside tire. Very unfortunate for that Tide machine.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a bark, bark, wolf, bark. So please, if you don't mind, yellow flag underway. The next lobby we got coming up after this will be the 358s, and that lobby will be up at 10:40 p.m. Eastern. So we have another half hour here left on the dot to 30 minutes before the next lobby goes up. So hopefully these pure stock drivers will be able to keep her clean and green and hold on to this thing. Colton Nelson, if you are out there watching, brother, please jump on into the Discord. The link should be somewhere in the comments here, because I see that you are pretty fast, but hopefully you will be able to hang on to it for 30 laps. Green flag is out here for Charlotte. Maybe Chris Marchant might be able to come up and take it, though. Maybe Hunter McCoy. Hunter McCoy clipping the inside tire, spinning around. Yellow flag out here one more time. We got to get close up of that one, because I don't know what happened to him there. He goes to the inside of the 93, down into 1 and 2, trying to get to the inside anyway, and cram that left front right into that tractor tire that does not move. The big dog, Hunter McCoy, bringing the yellow flag out here again. So next time around, we will be green flag ripping as the lights are getting ready to come off the pace truck. The 93, Colton Nelson to the inside of Chris Marchant now. Will Marchant be able to hang on to that second spot to the outside of the 93 and that 9 machine? Back behind him, the 22 to the inside of the Hunter McCoy. And to the outside of him, we're going to have the 67, or the 7 machine, of Jeff Lamb. Nice tight formation heading into 3 and 4 up in the front too. Green flag here is out. Marchant not getting a good jump there on the 93, but still going to try to hold off the 22 machine of Hunter McCoy. Pushing way out wide. Trying to hold on to it, but he pushes out too far, falling back into the 3rd spot. Hunter McCoy on the tail side of the 93. He got his car fixed. And he's going to come back and try to contest the 93 machine here. But Colton going to go to the outside and try to drive Charlotte just like you would any other place. We're on the outside edge. Hard to the outside, the 93 machine. We're right on the tail side of that 93 car. Gets up close to the wall there. Onto the back stretch in 3 and 4 here. We are still green for these pure stocks. There's the 10 machine of Dustin Lamb going a lap down here. good job of holding these guys off in the front spot. Colton Nelson, the 22. Hunter McCoy using that outside edge to the wall. Tail slapping the wall, bringing it up in. Getting a little scratchy on the wall there. Dragging down that right side, that 22 machine. He's not trying to. It looks like though, just using that outside edge, getting a little squirrely here. The 7. Jeff Lamb, as we're halfway home of this pure stock race. These guys are ready to go. Jeff Lamb in 3rd, the 9 machine. Chris Marcha in 4th. Casey Askew Jr., the 6 machine, in 5th. 6th, gonna tail the end of the field. Dustin Lamb a lap down now. The 358's lobby will be up at 10:40 p.m. Eastern. It'll be up right after these are done. So after these are done, we will be running for you the 58 modifieds. Yellow flag out on the number 7 machine tonight. For the first time, Jeff Lamb bringing the yellow flag out. Up in the wall there as he was trying to use that outside edge. That Wrangler machine just getting a little too sideways for Jeff's liking as he spins around. Brings the yellow flag out. Some contact with the 6 and the 9 back there. Everything we are running here tonight, we are going to be running open setups. We get these guys under control and in their spots. Not exactly sure. Looks like Dustin Lamb being a lap down too. These guys are getting in their spots though, and the green flag is out. I didn't expect it to be so close. Green flag ripping already. Hunter McCoy to the outside in that 22 machine. The 93 down low. Colton Nelson, Hunter McCoy finding his setup and getting there to hook around that outside edge. So we are 2/3 of the way through this race. Almost ready to go home. Hunter McCoy wanting one bad here tonight in that 22 machine as he's using that outside edge. Not usually in these pure stocks here, but he's doing a pretty good job ripping around Charlotte Motor Speedway's dirt track. Holding off Colton Nelson, who was doing a pretty good job of leading it last time, but here he comes. The 93 machine trying to find his groove to the backside of Hunter McCoy. Trying to close that gap as he enters 3 and 4 in that 93 machine. Hunter McCoy coming around, making his 6 laps left remaining of these pure stocks. Coming up after these pure stocks, we got the 358 modifieds. Hunter McCoy trying to close the gap now on the lap traffic. Chris Marchant trying to run away in that number 9 machine, but not quite able to do so as the 22 finds his groove on that outside berm. Moving around to the tail side of the 9, pitching it down low. Hunter McCoy going to take him over with a slide job as he pitches it hard into 3 and 4. Coming around for 3 laps left here remaining of this feature event. Three cars fell off. 3 cars left remaining of these pure stocks here at Charlotte. The 22 machine, the big dog, Hunter McCoy, holding off Colton Nelson. But Nelson trying to use that low line and trying to use any line that he can. 2 laps left here remaining in this feature race. Can Colton Nelson catch him as he comes out of 1 and 2? Looks like he's dragging down the wall there. I don't think that's going to be able to track him down and do it. Hunter McCoy on the wall himself, white flag waving down into 1 and 2. McCoy trying to use that outside edge in that 22 machine. The 93 holding on to the second spot. Colton Nelson digging down low and deep out of his arsenal, but not quite able to do so. Hunter McCoy taking the checker flag and winning the pure stocks here tonight. Congratulations, Hunter McCoy. Don't go anywhere here in another 20 minutes. We got some 358 modified action going on. So it's going to be action you won't want to miss. We're going to let the big dog do some donuts if he wants to get them on in. If not, he might be ready for his interview right this minute. So let's go and check that back out here. All right, so we're going to pull up Mr. Hunter McCoy here for a quick little interview to see how his ride was here with him. All right, McCoy, up in the boot, man. You got a copy?
I do, man.
So, a new class that we're introducing here, these 87s. I believe you were in a Chevy there, right? I believe that's a Chevy.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and give us the run, man. How was the run? What it feel like? And what do you think of these cars? What do you think? Do you think they should keep these as a class? Go ahead and give us your thoughts.
Well, at first in practice, it was a little difficult. How to keep making some adjustments, couldn't get it right, and then heat race, I couldn't get my car to turn, and I hit the wall so many times and busted out my right front tire. Luckily, we had a backup. We put some adjustments to that, different little springs, and we, just ran up front. And I didn't think we was going to get this win, but I think we should run these more often.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you think that this would be a fun class to be able to bring in. You had an awesome battle with Colton Nelson there. At first, he pulled away until that first halfway caution struck. And then once that caution struck, you just was able to take off from there on that start and just didn't look back, man. Is there anybody you want to thank here tonight for putting that 22 machine up in victory lane?
Yeah, I just gotta thank Mid-South Mafia. They helped me a lot. I can't thank you for sponsoring me and putting up these shows. And everybody behind my back, all helping me on this car, all the fans, all my friends, all supporting me doing this.
Well, congratulations, Hunter. The big dog McCoy taking the win here tonight for the Pure Stocks. Are you going to be here for the 358 Modifieds?
I might not drive it, but I'm gonna let my dad hop in the seat.
So hopefully we'll see Papa in the 358s then. But congratulations here again to the big dog taking tonight's Pure Stock win.
Thank you. See you in the Pro Lake Models.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be this. So we will be right back after the 358s or after this Pure Stocks. So don't go anywhere. Now's a good time. Let your legs stretch. Do whatever you need to do. We'll have some more racing going on here in just a few.
5 more minutes and we will have the 358 modified lobby up. So don't go anywhere, because we will have them 358s up here real soon.
All right, happy birthday, Merry Hanukkah, and Hopi happy Cripsmips. Are you guys ready for 358 modified action? I think it's close enough to the time, so we're going to start it up right meow. 358's getting ready to go up. So we're going to send this lobby into a convulsion as we send it to the iRacing gods to be formed for all of you to be able to join. The 358 lobby is going to go up, so pay attention to the hosted lobbies because we will be right back in just a few minutes with 358 action. Oops, we're not ending. We're not ending. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Robonica, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you may celebrate. Welcome back to the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. We are here for the 358 Modifieds at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Coming up after this, we will have the Pro Late Models. And then to cap off the end of the night, we will have the Challenger Series. All here at Charlotte, all here tonight, as a good Christmas present from us to you at the Dirt Dog International. We appreciate each and every one of you. And without you, we wouldn't have this show. So thank you to each and every one of you participating in our show. And Merry Christmas. these 358 modifieds. We got some drivers filing on in here. Ready to rip, rock, and roll here at Charlotte. The 358 modified drivers ready to go. Looks like a little over 20, 22 drivers now, 21 drivers. It might be consolation racing. More are filing in as we speak. So we still got about 15 minutes left to practice. We'll be right back. All right, practice ended a little bit earlier than I expected. I forgot I set up this one for 20 minutes. So we head on into this 90 miles an hour, or 90 Fahrenheit. It's 90 degrees out. 18% humidity, overcasted with 11 or 8 miles an hour, when I can't remember. We're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track of Charlotte Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. So we're going to start the grid here, starting on the pole here for heat number 1. We got the 7K here with Keaton Holder. To his outside, Vinny Troya. I want to say Hunter the Big Dog McCoy. In the 14, starting third. Fourth, going to be Sean Switzerland. Fifth, we got Trevin Landrum. Gonna start in that fifth spot. Sixth, we got Jeremiah Johnson. Seventh, gonna be Brandon Bolton. And eighth, we got Chase McCormick. At 15th. Ninth, we got Austin Hunter. And then 10th, tail on the end of the field, we got Mark Sayota. I'm not saying that right at all. Holy cow, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. We're just gonna call you Mark in the number 91 here. So we got 10 cars, full field here for the 358 for 8 laps. The 358 action here at Charlotte in North Carolina. Ready to rip, rock, and roll these boys. I see the 358s had quite the fill-in. And please, everybody out there, bear with me. I am a one-man machine up here in the broadcast booth trying to admin on all that all at once. I also have one pair of eyes out there in the field and outside the field of adminning that we cannot catch absolutely everything. So we are trying to do our best. But here we are, heat number 1. Green flag is out here for Keaton Holder and Vinny. The 8 drivers doing a good job of holding off of each other. Hunter McCoy going to try to hold that 14 machine to the middle. The 7 car ends up going to the outside and falling back into the 4th spot. That's Keaton Holder. Very unfortunate there for that 7K, as he was going to have an outside run there. And Hunter, the Big Dog McCoy, ended up messing that run up as he pushed up onto him there in that 14 machine. Now he's battling here with Trevor Landrum for the 2nd and 1st spot. Austin Hunter in that pink and white 8 machine underneath the 18 of Trevor Landrum here. Hunter the Big Dog McCoy. I forgot that is right. It is not the Big Dog. It is going to be Hunter McCoy's Pops. So we got Pops up in the car here in that number 14. Ooh, with a slide job from the number 17. Side-by-side action as Pops goes to the outside. The 17 down low, Jeremiah Johnson gets a little contact there with the number 14, putting Pops up into the wall. Gonna try to recuperate from that, though, because he's got Sean Switzerland trying to work the inside now with a crossover back up front here, the 3rd with Trevor Landrum. As he's hanging on to that 3rd spot. We're going to ride on board here with him in that 3rd spot. Battling with Jeremiah Johnson, and right in front of him we got Austin Hunter there. Vinny still out front leading this thing as he's not far off, heading down into 3 and 4 around the outside edge. White flag out, waiting for heat number 1. Vinny out front, Austin Hunter in 2nd. Trevor Landrum going to battle for 2nd. As they go side by side down into 3 and 4. The 18 trying to put the crossover on, but the 8 machine going to go down low and hold that throttle control as they finish side by side. The 18 machine able to hang on to 2nd, and the 8 taking 3rd. Very unfortunate for Austin Hunter, but an awesome race to the finish, as that was going to be a photo finish. Now we're going to pull up the grid for heat number 2. Starting here on the pole, we got Alex Brewer. See if Brewer will be able to hold these guys off. And David Parsons going to start to his outside in that 28 machine. We got Jonathan Byram in third there. There's Parsons. Alex Brewer here in the number 1 here. 28 of David Parsons. Byram going to be in the third spot in that 54 car. The 9 of Austin Baker in fourth. Fifth going to be Brandon Holtmeyer. 6 going to be Crystal Crawford with 7th. Going to be Jordan LaFon in that 44 machine. 8th, we got Justin Coleman in that 14 car. 9th, we got Brandon LaFon. So we got double LaFons up in this one. Both the number 44s as well. And then tail the end of the field, we got the number 8 here, Robert Stack. So we got 10 cars here again for heat number 2 for 8 laps. Brewer out front, Parsons blinking in and out as we see some really bad connection problems. If that ends up coming into play with any kind of caution, we are going to end up sending that number 28 machine to the rear. So hopefully it will not cause any kind of commotion up here in the front. Green flag is out. Big blink, and no, not sure exactly what happened. I think we're still going to keep her green. No, it's Alex Brewer. Out front is Jonathan Byram's going to pitch her down low and take him over for the crossover. Here comes Alex Brewer with an answer down low. Still hanging on to the front spot. Byram Brewer battling slide jobs and crossover. Pinched him off on the top side of that 54 machine. Not giving them much room on that in that number 1 car, but he comes down for the crossover onto the backstretch. Into 3 and 4, the number 1, Alex Brewer trying to hold off Jonathan Byram's there, tight to the high side there, trying to apply the pressure to both sides. Jonathan Byram with a crossover as the number 1 comes back down with another crossover onto the backstretch into 3 and 4 here. Battles of the slide jobs and crossovers. Jonathan Byram, though, in that 54, able to get out front of that 1 car of Alex Brewer. They're winding the laps out. 2 laps left here remaining of this heat number 2. Byram out front, though, for the white flag waving. Brewer in the 2nd spot, still holding on. Coming around for the checker flag, Austin Baker in the 3rd spot. That number 9 machine holding on to it. Jonathan Byram taking the win over Alex Brewer in 2nd. Now we're going to pull up the grid for heat number 3 here. Christian Snyder supposed to start on the pole. We will see if he ends up gridding up. And he does in that 512 Mac Tools machine. To his outside, the 17 Susan Zimbardi. That Hallmark car. Dylan Reed in that 33 Hallmark car as well. Gonna start in the 3rd spot. Jordan Kohler supposed to start 3rd. Casey Askew Jr. supposed to start 5th. 4th gonna actually be Hunter App. in the 11A. And fifth, going to be the 007 of Michael Doan. Elijah Johnson, that 25 NOS machine. Going to be, looks like sixth. Jeff Lamb in the 67 machine. Going to start in the 7th spot. And tail on the end of the field, the number 40 of Michael Overstreet. Awesome, awesome so far. Heats 1 and 2 were full to the max. Heat 3, 8 cars ready to rip, rock, and roll. Christian Snyder, Susan Zimbardi. Who's going to take this one? Shout it out in the chat who you're watching and who you're rooting on. Coming up after these 358 modifieds, we will have the Pro Late Models. Pace truck is off, and these 358 drivers ready to go. Green flag is out. Punched right up here in the beginning, the 512 though. Christian Snyder still going to try to hold off the 17 of Susan Zimbardi. A little bit on the tail side there with Zimbardi getting a little squirrely off the Snyder there. Now these guys are trying to capitalize. The next top 6 guys are right behind them. Reed, Hunter, App, Dahl, Elijah Wood, or Elijah Johnson, Jeff Lamb, Michael Overstreet, all back there, right there with each other. A little bit of falling off now as the groups are breaking apart. Christian Snyder still holding these guys off. Dylan Reed in the 3rd spot, going to go to the low side in that 33 machine. The 17 and the 33 teammates up here, 2 and 3. In the 2nd, 3rd spot as they got the 11A of Hunter and Mike Mayer behind them. Michael Doan in the 5th spot, rounding out the top 5. We're lap 5 of 8. We got 3 laps remaining here of this heat number 4. Michael Doan coming out of nowhere from 7th to 4th. That 007 machine trying to track down the 33 here of Dylan Reed. But he also has Hunter Happ right there with him in that 11A car. Nose to tail, a little bit of hopping coming out of 3 and 4. There's some contact with the 11A. The 11A almost going around here. White flags out for Christian Snyder and Susan Zimbardi. Zimbardi on the backside of Snyder here, coming around 3 and 4 for the checkered flag, waving. Snyder takes the win over Zimbardi, Dylan Reed, Michael Doan, and Hunter Rapp. Awesome racing out of Heat 4. We're getting ready to pull up the grid for Heat number 5. Starting here on the pole here for Heat number 5, we got Dylan Roberts. Starting in the 2nd spot, who ends up always getting a pretty good end of draw here. Preston Overly in that 35. The 32, Dale Roberts starting on the pole. Matthew Burkett supposed to be in 3rd, not gridding up. Kevin Robinson in the 60B starting 4th. There's Burkett in the 06th. 5th going to be Zachary Bardsley. 6th we got Zachary Crawford. 7th is Jonas Roberts. 8th going to be Corey Stansel. 9th we got Dylan Burks. And tailing the end of the field, Lene Ludwig in that 44 machine. So we got a full heat number 5 as we get ready to go 8 laps of 358 modified action.
Dale Roberts, Preston Overly, Matthew Bergen, Kevin Robinson. Here we go. Pace truck is off. 32 setting the pace here for these guys. The 35 hanging with him on that outside edge, waiting for the pace to start. Green flag here is out for heat number 5 of the 358 modifieds. Here we go. Green and bunched 4 wide up in the front. We got some contacts, some bouncing. Kevin Robinson trying to hold on to the second spot here as we got some slide jobs going on to the back. Matthew Burke to the inside of the 007 there. Just the 00, some contact, see somebody falling back into the back there. Corey Stansel, Lene Ludwig both ended up getting into the mix back there. Here we're riding with Michael Burke, who's riding behind Zachary Crawford and Kevin Robinson. Robinson fell back into the 3rd position now. Kevin Robinson there, as we see, trying to throw the slide job on the 11. A little bit of contact from the 60 to the 11 up to the wall. Falling back now into the 5th spot. Kevin Robinson here trying to hold on in front of Matthew Burke and Dale Roberts. And that 32 machine trying to get in front of the 60 and hang on to it. Dale Robinson battling back here with Matthew Burke. Inside action in the 60B to the outside of the 06. Or is that the 36? I can't tell. That's the 06. Some contact there, shoving Robinson up the track, but not enough to wreck him. Good racing, hard rubbing, and beating each other here in the 358s for the 2nd spot. White flag out, waving. Dale Roberts out front, coming into 3 and 4 for the checkered flag, waving. Kevin Robinson pushing it hard to the outside as he's got Matthew Burke on his tail for the checkered flag. Awesome racing here out of these 358s, man. These guys are pushing it hard to the limit. So starting with the C main here. On the pole, we got Brandon Bolton. Starting in the 2nd spot, we got Hunter App. Hunter McCoy in the 14 starting 3rd. There's Bolton. 124. Jeff Lamb in the 67, supposed to be 4th there. Sean Switzerland in the 412. There's Jeff. Starting 5th. 6th will be Michael Oversteer. 7th, Mark in the 91 here. Elijah Johnson starting 8th, 9th. Chase McCormick in 10th. Going to be Keaton Holdertail on the end of the field. So hopefully Keaton can get a better run here this time under these guys. Otherwise, he might have to make a little bit of do and get where it is due. And show these guys what's what here. That 7K looks fast, so we will see how he does. Ten laps for the Alphabet Soup. 20 cars making the feature as they get ready to head on home. C main ready to rip, rock, and roll. After this one, we'll have the B main, and then we will head into the night's feature. Pace truck off. Brandon Bolton, Hunter App, green flag is out. So up front here, we got nose to tail battle. Brandon Bolton, Hunter App, and Hunter McCoy in the third spot with that 22 car. Pops jumping out of the car, giving it back to the big dog, Hunter McCoy. Hunter McCoy now finding himself to have to work through the alphabet soup here to make his way to the B main to get into the feature if he is going to be able to do so. Brandon Bolton still in the lead with Hunter App in the 11A machine second. With 22, Hunter McCoy in third. Ripping, rock, and rolling here at Charlotte, the dirt track.
The 11A making a mistake. Hunter App giving it up to Hunter McCoy here. McCoy going to use that 14 car to the outside edge and hold on to it. Here comes the 412. Trying to get around, but still contact here. We're going to have some contact with the 412 and the 11A, and we're still green. The 25 machine making a little contact there with the 412 as well. Keaton Holder making his way up through the pack now into the fourth spot. Crazy how this one's going. Battle here with the 412 and the 7K. The 412 trying to put it down. The 7K pushes up. Some contact into Sean Swartzland. Oh, man. Keaton Holder trying to hang on to fourth. Now got Jeff Lamb working the backside. White flag out here for Brandon Bolton. There's Hunter McCoy trying to chase him down. Chase McCormick in the second spot, now getting around Hunter McCoy. Taking the second spot right away at the last second here, that number 15 from the double deuce. So now we'll pull up the B main. Starting here on the pole for the B main, we got Brandon LaFon in the 44. Starting to his outside, the 11 of Zachary Bardsley. Third, we got Austin Baker. Fourth, we got Zachary Crawford. David Parsons in fifth. Sixth, going to be Dylan Burks. Seventh, Crystal Crawford. Eighth, Corey Stansel. Ninth, Robert Stack. 10th, Lene Ludwig. 11th, Brandon Holtzmeyer. And 12th, tailing the end of the field, the 35 of Preston Overly. 10 laps for nine cars. Ten cars. Coming up after these 358 modifieds, we got the Pro Late models. So tune in for that. The lobby will be up for the Pro Lates at 11:45. Brandon LaFon, Zachary Bardsley. Coming around 3 and 4, and the green flag is out. Side by side down into 1 and 2. The 44 going to put the slide job out. Trying to go to the front as fast as he can to the number 9. Zachary Bardsley makes some contact with the 11. Need to calm down, guys. These guys need to calm down here. We're not racing for $1 million, and these guys are going to bite and fight back. 9 machine jumping out front here. Austin Baker of the 11 cars. He slides back up to the front there. Preston Overly coming from the back. All the way from the back. 10th to 3rd. 9 spots he's gained on the spots here. 3 laps in. 7 laps left remaining of this B main. Contact there from the number 11. Able to fend him off and hold him off here. But he's got the number 119 trying to get to the inside here as well. Corey Stansel takes him over for the spot coming up to the high line. Here goes the 35 on the tail side. Gives him a shot. Getting ready to go into 1 and 2. Overly trying to battle with the 119. Corey Stansel with the dirty slide job there from Stansel. The 35 gonna throw it back. Some contact as Preston Overly goes around the 119. Able to hang on to the 3rd spot here. Very unfortunate there for Preston Overly. He was able to get up there all the way from the back. Now I had to fight off that 119. The 119 is to fight off here the number 3. Brandon Holtmeyer here, and then 11 behind him with Zachary Bardsley. Around 2 laps left to remain, but the white flag here is out. Austin Baker jumps out front, doesn't look back, but Brandon LaFon tries to track him down in that 44 machine, but not quite able to do so as LaFon holds on to 2nd for the checkered flag. Corey Stansel and Brandon Holtmeyer trying to push it to the end and not able to do so. So now we will grid up for the feature event for tonight's main event. Starting here on the pole, we got Vinny in the 78 machine. To his outside, the 54 of Jonathan Byram. 3rd, we got Christian Snyder. 4th is Dale Roberts. 5th, Trevor Landrum. Alex Brewer. And 6th, 7th, going to be Susan Zimbardi. 8th, Kevin Robinson. 9th, Austin Hunter. 10th, going to be Justin Coleman. And 11th, going to be Dylan Reed. 12th, going to be Matthew Burkett. 13th, going to be Jeremiah Johnson. 14th, going to be Jordan LaFon. 15th, Michael Doan. 16th is Joanna Roberts. Brandon Bolton going to be 17th. 18th going to be Austin Baker. 19th is Chase McCormick. And tailing the end of the field, the number 44, Brandon LaFon. 25 laps of 358 modified action here at Charlotte's dirt track for these 358s. Vinny out front with Christian Snyder to the outside, or Jonathan Byram to the outside, excuse me. Here we go. Vinny and Jonathan looking for the green flag. Green is out here at Charlotte for the 358s. Yellow strikes the speedway here already. This one gonna be, it looks like, on Dale Roberts. Let's see exactly what happened. Roberts in 32 comes off the wall into the number 1 machine there. Then spins around. Let's rewind that again. Ends up on his lid. So we'll have to see exactly what was going on here as we ride on board. The 32 trying to get to the inside of the 512. Looks like he's going to hold that mid to high line. Let's go full speed. Gets turned in the back. So let's go back again. Looks like he's going to get turned by the 17 machine there. Just a little tiny tap. That 17 helped him around a little bit. So the 17 being the initial reason of the caution. Where is the 17? Susan's and Barty, that's right. They are going to get the EOL on that one for causing the initial yellow. Very unfortunate there, but Jonathan Byram leading this thing, and now has Vinny to the outside. Pace truck is off. Nope. Yeah, and the green flag is out. Jonathan Byram, Vinny, gonna battle it out here again as the green flag strikes. 54 going to the outside. He's got the 1 of Alex Brewer to the inside there. Also the 512 of Christian Snyder. Yellow flag strikes the speedway here again. See exactly why this one come out. This one on Jeremiah Johnson. Johnson back here in the 17 machine. Let's go back and check this out. No, this one not it. This one's gonna be on the font, it says. Let's see what happens. Guys, we're sweeping on it. The 24 to the outside here. Let's go back and see the 24 out of formation. Not sure. The 24 must have been starting behind the font or something. I'm not sure what happened there. That's why these guys need to hold their spot there. Let's rewind that. Who was the 24 there? Man, it's so hard to be able to keep track of everybody and who's everybody is at. But I can't do it all myself, man. It's hard to do it. And I'm not sure if I have an admin in there, as we are running pretty late tonight. So bear with me, people. Bear with me. It isn't like we're running for $1 million and stuff. So please just bear with me. Trying my best to catch everything. That one was on the 24. I'm not sure who the 24 is. But we're under green here again for Vinny and Jonathan Byram back up front here with the 78. The 512 going to the outside. Now we're pushing 3 wide. Kevin Robinson to the low side here. That number 8 machine all over the backside of the 60 car. 3 wide off the wall, the 18 down into the 8, into the 33, able to keep her green. Yellow flag striking again. See exactly why this one was brought on. Brandon LaFon, it says so. Brandon LaFon was involved in 44 down low. Into the back of the double zero, the 17 gets into the back. So let's go back and reanalyze that one. Make the contact for the 44. Holy cow. Okay, so we gave Jordan LaFon a wave around there. I'm not sure how many laps down he is. Brandon LaFon not in the field anymore. Hopefully that puts these guys on the lead lap there. I'm not sure if it will. We're under caution here again for the 358s, but we are getting ready to go green. Green flag is out here for the 4th time for the 358 modifieds. Getting 4 down low of the 78, also the 1 car. Alex Brewer wants to stick his nose in it. We got the 33 spinning around as the yellow flag strikes the speedway. This one's on Dylan Reed, I believe. Yes, the 33 here. 33 is already sent to the back, so no need to give him an EOL. But one more yellow and he will be stracked, or will be black flagged for the night. Trying to keep track of who caused how many. Brewer out in in third behind Vinny and Jonathan Byram. Yellow flag underway here as we get ready to go green flag one more time. Why is this not working? Dumb. What the heck? What is going on with that? All right. So let's get this last 5 laps underway. Here we get ready to go. 358 style. Another 10 more minutes. And we will be pro late model racing here at Charlotte as well. Green flag is out. Brewer in the 1 car down low behind the 54 of Jonathan Byram. The 78 of Vinny. Out front here, the 512 Christian Snyder battling to the outside of the number 1. Yellow strikes the speedway here again. This one on Justin Coleman. Nope, this one going to be on Dylan Reed again. Dylan Reed there. That was not his fault. He was just involved. So let's go back. What exactly happened here? These guys need to check up. Looks like the initial contact was the blue card. Number 14. Justin Coleman. I believe he's already in the back for that one. We're going to give him the EOL anyway. Nope, he's not even in the field anymore. So he just knew he was going to call it there. So not the best kind of drivers out here tonight in these 358s. The front, top 10, you guys are doing decent, but the back half having a hard time keeping these 358s under control. Nonetheless, doing better than I could do. Let me tell you what. That's why I'm up here in the booth doing what I do. Jonathan Byram out front. Vinny, second. Alex Brewer in third. Green, white, checkered chance here. Yellow flags flying already. Let's see what this one was on. This one's saying Matthew Burkett. Burkett coming down on the 17 machine. Not the 17's fault there, but Susan Zimbardi on the inside there. Matthew Burkett bringing the yellow flag out. Burkett going to receive the EOL, but he's already in last, so we won't even worry about that. Like I said, these 358 drivers having a heck of a time trying to keep their cars underway. Coming up is the 350 or the pro lates, excuse me. The pro late models are coming up. Lobby's getting ready to go up in just a minute, so be prepared and be ready. white flag waving here. Byram out front. Vinny gonna try to hold him off, but Brewer getting to the inside, taking him for the second spot. Crossover, slide job, the 78. Coming to the high side, the number 1 gonna go down low. Holding him off for the second spot, Alex Brewer. Hanging off for the second position, taking him over. Vinny, awesome, hard-fought battle up here for the 358s, but Jonathan Byram, nonetheless, bringing this one home in that 54 machine. Congratulations to Byram. We're going to try to pull him up here for a quick little interview. We'll be right back. I think that's Byram sitting down in the podium finishers, so we're going to try to pull him up really quick. All right, man. Up in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. You were able to hold him off of that 54 machine. Could you give us the rundown of what it was like? Although all them cautions kind of was ridiculous. But yeah, tell us what it was like battling up there with Vinny and that number 1 machine.
I wish it could have went green. It'd been a little bit better race. Vinny, man, he put on an excellent show. He was there the whole time. The cautions played a factor. It was hard for us to get a good restart.
Yeah, for sure. It was hard for you guys to be able to maintain a clean green run, to be able to actually race it out. But for a little while, though, you guys, for a couple of them cautions, switched back and forth leadership, I saw. But for the most part, you ended up holding a good majority of it, bringing the victory home for that last little couple green lap runs that we had. Is there anybody you want to thank here tonight for bringing home the victory here in Victory Lane for that thing?
First off, man, y'all guys are putting on the show. Awesome show. Awesome racing for sure. All my guys over there at Mecca Motorsports, Underwood Consulting, all he helps us do, get these cars around the track. JP Designs for the awesome wraps, and look forward to the Pro Late Models.
Well, congratulations here again, man. And yes, the Pro Late Models are coming up next. I believe the lobby should be up right now. Congratulations, John, on the 358's win here tonight.
Appreciate it again.
Merry Christmas, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the 358 Modifieds. Get ready for the Pro Late Models as we get ready to rip, rock, and roll. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, we're going to get ready to shut practice down just a little bit early, so we're going to pull up the grid for tonight's event as we get ready to head in. 90 degrees out as always, with I think 18% humidity, cloudy out, with 8 miles an hour wind. Clay Oval, the dirt track of Charlotte, here for the pro late models, ready to rip, rock, and roll. So we're going to advance the session from the practice to get racing. All right, pulling the grid up for heat number 1 here, starting on the pole. We got Bruce Rudland. Starting to the outside of him. We're going to have the 007 of Michael Doan. Starting in the 3rd spot with Jason Redding. 4th is going to be the 67 with TJ Travels, Jeff Lamb. Robert Himes in that number 2 machine, starting 5th with Trenton Thompson in the 23T, starting 6th. Chad Young in the 98, starting 7th, with 8th going to be Matthew BarK. Lene Ludwig starting 9th, and 10th going to be Matthew Barry. So we got 10 cars for heat number 1 of the pro late models, ready to rip, rock, and roll. Heat number 1 getting ready to go underway. Michael Doan, Bruce Rudland, looking for the green flag. Guys off. Lamb trying to go to the outside in that 67 machine. That 23T gonna get in the back to 32. Lene Ludwig getting a little squirrely there as we get clipped right there. Michael Doan still in 2nd. Andy Burke in 4th, battling with Chad Young. Halfway down, halfway home here of heat number 1.
Pretty straightforward. These guys are single file, trying to chase each other out. Pretty spaced out. Chad Young here with Trent Thompson and Renee Ludwig to the tail side here, but that's pretty much it. Laps left remaining. Heat number 1 for these Pro Late models. The number 7, Bruce Rudland, taking the win here for heat number 1 of the Pro Lates. Michael Doan in second and Matthew BarK in third. Starting here on the pole for heat number 2, we got the 22, the double deuce of Hunter McCoy. To the outside of him, we got the number 1 machine, Evan Stenvold. Hunter Suggs pulling up the third. Fourth going to be Benjamin BarK. Fifth, Trace Thompson. Sixth, Andrew Sowers. Seventh going to be Tyler Hagen, and tailing the end of the field, Timmy Overson. 10 laps, heat number 2. Pro Late models, who's going to take it? Will the big dog be able to come over victorious over these guys? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a hit for my sponsor just to be able to stay up. Jeebers. Here we go. Hunter McCoy set the pace. Green flag here is out. Real good starts there coming to the start. Hunter McCoy going to try to hold him off. Got some contact back there with like Sowers and Hagen. Could be wrong. 247. Benjamin BarK is who that was. Got the contact. Battling going on everywhere. 3 wide back there with 7 full. Stenvold, BarK and Hagen.
Hunter McCoy holding them off for just about every single lap here. 2 laps left remaining. Big Dog putting down a white flag here. Looking to bring her on home. BarK, the 247, making his way up into the 2nd spot. Hagen in 3rd. But the Big Dog coming around for the checkered flag waving. Heat number 2. Now you get to pull up the feature, 2 heats, and then the feature. Starting here on the pole, we got Bruce Rudland. To his outside, we're going to have the 22 machine, the Big Dog. Hunter McCoy. There's Bruce. Michael Doan in the 007, starting 3rd to his outside, the 247. Benjamin BarK. Matthew Burkett gonna start in the 3rd spot in that 06 with Tyler Hagen to his outside in that 2T. The 7, Chad M. Young in the 98, starting 7th and 8th gonna be Evan Stenfold. 9th gonna be Trent Thompson, with 10th gonna be Tice Thompson. So it looks like we got some Thompson brothers or some Thompson family up in here. 11th going to be Lene Ludwig, with 12th Hunter Suggs. 13th Matthew Barry, with 14th being Andrew Sowards. And 15th down the end of the field, Timmy Overson. So we're going to have 15 cars for 40 laps of pro late model action here at Charlotte. Coming up after these pro late models, we got the front wheel drive Challengers. Front wheel drive Volkswagen Jettas, Hondas, and Hyundai Elantras. Green flag is out for the pro late. Hagen getting spun around there as the flag goes flying. Yellow flag out. Let's see exactly what happened. Hagen tapping the back of the 247, but also getting spun around. Go back, rewind that just a smidge here. It's number 1 there. Not sure who the number 1 is. I think it's Evan Stenvold. So the number 1 there being the initial caution. Should have checked up just a smidge. He's going to receive the EOL on this one. Very unfortunate there. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So we will rack them up, stack them. Bruce Rutland, Hunter McCoy. Pace truck should be going in now, and these guys should be getting ready to go green.
Must be next time around. Rutland McCoy, green flag is waving. We are live at Charlotte here with the Dirt Dog International Racing Network, the Pro Late Models. Ripping, rocking, rolling. It is 12:12 a.m. here, Eastern Time. Hunter McCoy on the tail side of Rutland on that high side. Here, lap 7 of 40. Hopefully these guys will take it easy here in these pro lates. And keep a nice smooth sailing run as they are so far. Mischief going on in the back. We may see yellows, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe Rutland crashing up front. Oh no! Yellow flag strikes the speedway. Timmy Oberson not wanting to bring the yellow out, so he jumps to the pits with the number 7 here coming up to the high side, almost pitching off the 007 of Michael Doan as he does into the wall, sending him around. Both of them guys rolling over. Very unfortunate there for Bruce Rutland and Michael Doan. I wonder if Overson's going to be able to make it back out. If he does, we'd be able to give him back his lap. McCoy falling back into the top 5 now. The big dog, usually a big late model driver. At the 247, Benjamin BarK and Hunter Suggs up front now, ready to go. The pace truck pulls on in. As they head into 3 and 4, they're green flag ripping. Coming out. Green, green, green. Hunter Suggs gets a good run around the outside as he had a good jump, but Benjamin BarK trying to answer with that low side, not able to do so. Suggs gets the run around the outside. Here comes Matthew Burkett as well, but forcing the 247 back down to the low side. Late model action late at night here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The dirt track at Charlotte here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Benjamin BarK holding on to the 3rd spot here, but he's got Andrew Sowers trying to knock on the back door on the outside. That 247 working the mid to low line right behind Matthew Burkett, who's on the outside in the 2nd spot. Back here, the big dog, Hunter McCoy, back behind the 26 of Sowers. Right on the tail, the yellow flag strikes the speedway here. We got to see this one going to be on Linnea Ludwig, as so it says. 32 and the 2 have some contact there. And I go back and rewatch that one here. Just slide up just a little bit there. Let's go back and watch that with Tyler Hagen's view. I think he was just trying to run real hard. Okay, hold on. Let's go back into his cockpit and rewatch that. Oh, I think he was just not thinking he was cleared or didn't realize he wasn't cleared. Goes from the bottom on the backstretch, comes up into 3 and 4. He didn't realize he was clear or not clear at all. So it brought the yellow flag out. Very unfortunate there. Hagen having a good run at first. But sometimes it's how it goes. Halfway home, green flag out here at Charlotte. Chad Young, no. We got the battle up here with BarK, Benjamin BarK, and Suggs. Hunter Suggs leading this thing off. I'm not sure where Chad Young is. BarK and BarK back there battling here. Benjamin to the inside of BarK. The 06 to the outside. Here comes Hunter McCoy trying to get to the inside of the 26. Trying to slide up and take that spot, but wasn't clear. It didn't come up on him at all. So he files back in suit on the outside, trying to wait for it. The 26 getting into the backside of the 06, and there's his opportunity as the 22 of Hunter McCoy tries to throw the slide job. Caution's going to strike the speedway, the 22 machine. Very unfortunate there, bringing the yellow out. Oh no, we got to check that one out again. Watch that. Hunter McCoy digging down low behind the 247 with a slide job as they get collided though. Get collided as they collide. Coming out of the corner. Hunter McCoy being the initial reason of the caution and why it came out. Very unfortunate. Now he sits on pit road at the back of the pack. Hunter Suggs out front though, going to try to hold off Benjamin BarK, Andrew Sowards, and Evan Stenvold. 12 more laps. Green flag here is out. Suggs out front. We're going to try to hold these guys off. He's only got 12 laps to do so. I think he will be able to do it. The 247 showing him he's there. Letting him know.
These pro late drivers are just hammered down, ripping rock and roll, and Suggs coming back from 12th to the second spot. Gaining 10 positions on the night, 14th to 4th. Sauer's doing the same. Tied in positions, Suggs and Sowers. And how many they have gained. Barry coming up from 17, 18 to 6th, gaining 7 spots. 18th. Look at the train behind Hunter Suggs on that outside line. 5 laps left here, remaining 5 laps left. Suggs leading the train. Perkins second, Soward third. 4th, Stenvold. Contact there. Rudland, the 26, Sowers. Sowers going to try to track him down now with that outside. Will Stenvold be able to run away from him? He better pray and hope we have a yellow flag hitting the field here. This one going to be on Trenton Thompson. 22 or 23T getting into the 32. Let's watch that there. 32 slide job in the 22 of Hunter McCoy. And the 32T getting into the inside there. The initial caution going to be on Lene Ludwig of the 32 there with the slide job. Very unfortunate. Because, man, these guys all have potential. These guys are all fast. It's just whether or not you guys can hold on to your lines and run it down. We're heading into overtime. 2 chances to try to get this green-white checker done before iRacing makes its decision. Suggs currently in the lead. BarK second. Stenvold in third. Pace truck is in, and these pro late model drivers are ready to go. Green flag here is out. Holy cow, Suggs getting spun around there. We are going to rewatch that one back. That one, they're going to be on Stenvold. Is that who that was? Sure was. That one's going to be on Stenvold for not checking up there. So we are going to send Stenvold to the back. Last shot at their green-white checkered here. Stenvold being sent to the back for the initial caution cause. BarK is currently out front. Bruce Rutland in second. Andrew Sowers in third. Suggs should technically get his position back, I believe.
don't think it's gonna. So we'll see here. Pace truck going in. Last chance at the green-white checkered here. Benjamin Burke, Bruce Rutland, Matthew Berry, Andrew Sowers. Green flag is out. So we got battling going on everywhere here. 3 wide for the 5th spot. Back here for the 3rd spot. White flag waving. Burke out front. Rutland gonna come over with the crossover. The 26 Sowers on the tail side. The 247 gonna go down low on the 7. Burke gonna try to cross over, but Rutland gonna take it and hang on to it. But Bruce Rutland coming home with the pro late model race here tonight. Congratulations to Bruce Rutland. And hopefully you have our Discord. And if not, well, congratulations.
Well, it does look like this is going to be the end of the night. So we want to thank all of you who have tuned in and watched us here tonight for the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. Merry Christmas. And don't do anything I wouldn't do unless you name it after me. Have a good evening.